2 of reading TikTok books. If you didn't see part 1, you should totally go watch that. I read They Both Die at the End and Beach Read, so yeah, you should go watch that video. It was really good. I loved it. Both books were 5 stars, obviously, like they were so good. But now I'm reading, in this video I'm going to be reading We Were Liars, which I already started because I couldn't resist, you know, can't help myself. But yeah, we're doing this book, and then we're doing this book, The Song of Achilles, which my boyfriend actually got for me, which, thank you. This book, this book's supposed to make me cry. Also, some people say this book's supposed to make you cry. I don't know yet, but I will tell you about my thoughts because I already read to part 2. But yeah, we're supposed to read this book, and then if the video is not extremely long, I think I'm gonna add this book in there. Then She Was Gone. Wait, maybe? Okay, wait, I have a different plan of thought. So this book is gonna get a dedicated reading vlog because it's so special. So actually in this video I'm gonna be reading this book. So ignore what I said about reading the other book. But yeah, I don't know. I love the way this cover feels. But anyways, I'm gonna be reading Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. Am I saying her last name right? And then obviously We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, which I've already started. So that's my little plan. This book will have its own dedicated reading vlog because it's so special. But let me put it back on my little book shelf. Okay. Focus. Okay. Anyways, this book. Okay, let me like talk about it. I can't really say much about what it's about because obviously I didn't read these books yet. I cannot tell you what I'm gonna be like, what they're about. So, in this book, from reading the back of the book, which here it is for you peeps. I don't know why it's like washed out, but there it is. Basically it's about this family, which in my opinion they seem rich because all they talk about is like rich. Like they have this and that, and they're the Sinclair family and they're just so privileged and everything. Well, anyways, they have this private island in Massachusetts. Yeah, they own a private island off the coast of Massachusetts, and that's where they go like every summer to like hang out. Even the grandparents go. Like there's different like little houses on the islands. I think it's for each of the kids, but I'm not sure. But I'm just getting into it, and I've already read to part 2, and I don't know, it's really good so far. I mean, obviously it's just a backstory like building up, so I don't really know that much. But the back says that they have a private island off the coast of Massachusetts. Perhaps that is all you need to know, except that some of us are liars. So someone is doing something sneaky or lying or something, because the back says that. But yeah, and I love the way this cover feels, and I like how like the words are blurry. It just kind of looks like they're in the water. But yeah, I want to show you what this book has because it's really interesting. It has like a map. So I guess this is the map of the island, which is really cool. I love when books put like these little special touches in books because then it's like so like cool. I don't know. This is their island. It's called Beechwood Island, Massachusetts. Yeah, and here's all the little houses on the island. You can see them all. Yeah, it's really cute. And then you have the family tree, which is also really helpful because sometimes you can get crazy and you don't know who's who or who's related to who. But yeah, I love it. Okay, I love it. We Were Liars. Yeah. Oh, and something tragic happened in the beginning. I should have like recorded my like emotions and thoughts and like my first reaction. But this girl, what's her name? She's like the main girl. I'm trying to find her name. Okay, Candace Sinclair Estman. So basically she lives with her parents, like happy family, and you would think, and then her dad leaves because he's like, I can't do this anymore, like, I can't be in this family. So he leaves, he books all his stuff and leaves. And then out of the blue he like shoots his daughter in the heart, which is like crazy. Like, why would anyone do that? Like, I know it's just a book, but like it's crazy. I want to try to find it in here, but I don't know if I'm gonna. yeah, it says, he told my mother he wasn't a Sinclair and couldn't try to be one any longer. He couldn't smile, couldn't lie, couldn't be part of that beautiful family in those beautiful houses, so he just left. I'm trying to find, okay, it says right here, then he pulled out a handgun and shot me in the chest. Like, bro, like, I just can't even, like, who does that to their kid? But yeah, that's like the crazy part. Penny, my cat is being crazy. Can you hear her? Hey, stop. Yeah, that's crazy, but I should have recorded my reaction. But now I'm on part 2, which I'm loving it so far. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to read today. Oh, there's stuff at the back. There's stuff at the back of the book. That's cool. Oh, they both did at the end. He did the same thing as this author did. I bet you this is like, I don't know, maybe not. I thought this was like his like, or E. Lockhart's like process of writing this book. Like they both at the end there was like a process. Like he showed all his notes and stuff, that how his writing process for the book. But I guess it's not in this book. But I'm gonna start because this is like really long intro. Like, bro, let me go read this book. Alright guys, don't mind how I look, but I just took my dog outside and plus I'm freezing right now. But anyways, I want to discuss the book I've been reading because it's my little check-in or whatever. Because I'm literally like almost done with this book and I've only been reading it for 2 days. Like that's crazy to me. I'm gonna finish this book in 3 to 4 days, which never happens. Well, it hasn't happened in a while because I've been in a reading slump, as you guys know from that Christmas book I read. So I'm just slowly trying to get back into the thing of reading, the swing of reading. But this book, okay, we were liars. This is the book, the first book I'm reading for this reading challenge. But anyways, I am on part 4, which means I only have 2 more parts left, 4 and 5 left, which this seems like a lot of the book left, but most of it is like acknowledgements and extra stuff, like bonus content for the book. So in all reality, I only have this much left. Like all of this right here is like bonus content and like acknowledgements and like author notes and stuff. So in all reality, I really only have this much left, which is really cool. I'm gonna finish this like today or tomorrow, but yeah, I really like this book. But I kind of feel like there's no like plot line, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no like storytelling. It's just a family on a beach having fun. Like that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. But yeah, there's a little bit of romance in this. It's kind of wish-washy romance though. It's between a guy named Gat and a girl named Caddy, something like that. And basically they're like a couple or something. I don't really know. They have like a lot of fallouts and stuff, and he actually has been cheating on her, which I hope it's not a spoiler alert, but sorry. With another girl named Raquel or something. Wow, my battery needs to be charged. But anyways, they just have like a bunch of fun on this island, and Katie, is that her name? I really want to be sure. Oh my god, my camera's gonna die and I don't even know if I'm saying her name right. Katie? Well, anyways, the main girl, in the summer when she was 15, she like jumped into the water and like hit her head on a rock. So she's been like having bad like headaches and migraines and stuff, and she forgets stuff a lot. So she's like trying to figure out what happened before she hit her head, and like all her like family members and siblings will not tell her what happened. So I'm guessing that's like the thing, that you're trying to figure out what happened to her. And then Gat is like, no, you don't really know me, you don't know my family, you just know the guy here on this island, you don't really know my life outside of the island. And he's like accusing her of all these things, and it's like, bruh, like what? So I guess you're just trying to figure out what happened to her before her injury. But yeah, it's basically about like a family who has fun on an island and do stuff together. And I guess her grandmother Tipper, is that her name? I'm so sorry if I'm butchering it, but she actually passed away, so you see that like in this book. But yeah, it's just really good so far. I'd rate it like a 3.5 because I'm just not sure if it's like really good. Not saying it's not bad, like not saying it's bad or anything. It's just I don't feel like there's a strong storyline. It's just people on an island having fun. Like that's all it is to me. But if I figure out what happened to her, it might get really interesting. It might boost my rating up. But so far it's a 3.5. I'm gonna keep reading. And yeah, I'll probably like check back in when I finish this book because I don't want this video to be too long, and then we'll start the other book. You guys, I just finished the book. We Were Liars. I just finished it also. I put my other glasses on like a couple days ago, so if I look a little bit different, that's why. But I can't wait to tell you what I thought because it's so good. Oh my god, this book is really good, and a lot of people say that they don't like this book, and then a lot of people say they liked it, but I loved it. And it's nothing compared to like a Colleen Hoover book or Beach Read or any of those types of books. It doesn't compare to that, but it's still pretty good. I would rate this a 4 out of 5 because honestly, like I said in my last recap, when I was like halfway through the book, it didn't really have like a strong grasping plot line, I guess, or storyline. Like it just was basic to me. Like you have a family on a beach or on an island and they're just hanging out, you know, and it didn't really like pull me in. But I still love this book. It's still really good. I did not cry, so if you thought I was gonna cry, no, didn't cry. But yeah, we're gonna get into the next book, and yeah, the ending, like, or when you figure out like the secret, it is tragic, but it's nothing like crazy too extreme or anything. So yeah, but it is tragic, pretty tragic. I'm not gonna say because it'd be a spoiler alert, but anyways, I loved this book nonetheless. 4 out of 5 for it because it just didn't like wow me. Like I wouldn't pick this up and read it again if I wanted to. But yeah, still really good. Pretty good. Okay, so now we're gonna be reading Then She Was Gone. I don't know if I'm gonna start this today or if I'm gonna start it tomorrow because I have a little bit of homework to do. But yeah, I just can't wait to start this one. I think this is a thriller, if I'm not mistaken. Twisty and riveting. Okay, so yeah, it is a thriller. By these couple of words, I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. By these couple of words, it's a thriller. So I'm guessing someone gets taken. I'm not exactly sure. Oh yeah, the back says Ellie Mack was a perfect daughter and then she was gone. So something happens to this daughter. Can't wait to read this. I haven't read a thriller in a very long time because I've been reading like all these romances, but I don't know if I'm gonna start this tonight or tomorrow, but you will see me read this. So yeah, let's see how many pages. I always like to know how many pages. Ooh, there's a lot of books by her. Look at all the books by her. Maybe if I like this one, I should check out another one. Because the book, The House We Grew Up In, is like calling my name, but I want to check this one out because this one's very popular on Booktok. Obviously, that's what this video is. Let's see how many pages. Invisible Girl. I like how authors put like a preview of their next book, like at the end of their previous book, if that makes sense. So in this one, it's Invisible Girl, which is cool. Oh, and then there's like extra facts in the back about this book. You have reading group guide, and then for discussion, which I never read those. I'm sorry if you do, but I just don't find them interesting. Like, I don't really care about that. But, oh, and then obviously you have acknowledgements, the epilogue. Okay, so I'm not gonna include the epilogue, okay? But there is a short epilogue. Some epilogues are like 10 pages, and this one's literally like 1 page epilogue, so. There are 353 pages despite the epilogue, and that's a lot. How many chapters? 65 chapters. Wow, that's a lot. And how many parts are there? I know this has parts in it. Holy crap. How many parts are there? 5 parts, I believe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think there's 5 parts. But anyways, there's 5 parts. I couldn't find any of the other parts in here. Like, I was just flipping. Oh wait, I just seen something. Part 3. Okay, yeah, there's 5 parts, 64 chapters. That's quite a bit. That's quite a lengthy book. Nothing I haven't read before. Like this book, I think they're the same. They're about the same. Now, I would have to say that this book right here, this one is longer. But anyways, I'm gonna be reading this book and I cannot wait to read it. I'm so excited. Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys when I check in. Okay, so I have just been reading for the past hour. Then she was gone by Lisa Jewell. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background. Yeah, so I just want to give like a little recap of my thoughts and everything since I am halfway through the book. I'm on page 178, chapter 29. And I just want to give you like a little recap, you know, halfway through the book. Yeah, I'm halfway. But yeah, I kind of really like this book. It's really like intriguing because it's a thriller. Basically you have this girl named, I'm never good with names, okay, so just bear with me. Oh, what's the name of her mother? Laurel. Okay, so Laurel has this daughter, okay, and she goes missing, and it kind of looks like she's a runaway daughter, but she's not really sure because she was never really like unhappy, or like she didn't show any signs of like running away, but that's what it looked like. And then she was found dead in the woods, her bones were like scattered, whatever. So it's like 10 years later and her mom is like done coping, like she's went through the motions and like she's fine with her daughter being gone because it's like 10 years later. But anyway, she meets this guy in a coffee shop. He comes in and like offers her cake, and the guy's name is, sorry about my dog. The guy's name is, I'm trying to find his name. Floyd. His name is Floyd, and they eventually like hook up, you know, and they're a couple, and both of these characters are like from a divorce. So like Floyd divorced, why can I not say that word? Divorced his wife, and then Laurel did the same with her husband. And so they're just together, and then, you know, you see them grow together, and you see his kids is Poppy and Sarah Jade, but they call her SJ. You see how they think of her and his new relationship and everything. And then Laurel is like, gets a phone call from her friends or whatever saying that, oh, this man you're dating, oh, he's not good, I get a bad vibe from him, something's wrong with him, you need to break up with him, blah blah blah. She gets mad at him obviously because she's like, oh well, I'm happy, why can't you be happy for me? I've been so sad for the past 10 years, my daughter Ellie's been missing, like I'm finally happy, just why don't you care? Like she just like gets mad and screams and stuff. And her friend is her son's like girlfriend or whatever. But yeah, so you see this like relationship going on in this book, and I don't know, like I'm not really like at the part where like I see what actually happened to her daughter, or like see if Laurel's like new boyfriend is so bad. So yeah, that's where I'm at. It's such a good book so far, like I'm so intrigued. I would definitely rate this 5 stars so far, but yeah, I'm gonna continue reading and then I will come back with you guys when I finished. Okay guys, so it's a couple days later and I'm still reading. Then she was gone, and I want to give you a little recap because this book is like crazy. Like if you've ever read this book, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm on page, ooh, what page is this? 277, chapter 48, which means I'm literally like that much of the way through, more than halfway. And I already did my halfway point check in. And yeah, this book is crazy. Like, I just want to like explain like some of the parts, and I know this is gonna be like spoiler alert, but I'm sorry. It's a book vlog. Yeah, the girl, Ellie, the one that got like, the one that disappeared, she didn't actually disappear like on purpose. Like, her math tutor, which was the I forget what like ethnicity she was, or like her accent, but her math tutor like kidnaps her, which is like really weird. Like, she is a weird math tutor. Like I said when I did my halfway point, I said that she's very creepy, very like overly obsessed with Ellie, and like she's just weird and like out of the ordinary. Like, I don't even know. So she kidnaps her and then like locks her in her basement, and that's like really creepy. And she's only 13, I think. I think she's 13, but I'm not positive on that, so don't hold me accountable to that. But I think she's 13 or whatever, but maybe she's not, because she's in high school. Okay, so maybe she's not 13. Why do I think she's 13? Okay, well anyways, she's trying to like do her GSCEs or something, whatever that test is called for high school, so I don't think she's 13, but I could be wrong. She gets kidnapped. Her math tutor kidnaps her in her basement, and then like does like all this weird stuff to her. It's like making me so uncomfortable while I'm reading this, but it's like a good kind of uncomfortable. It's like so like making me uncomfortable that I want to continue reading. You ever watch like a horror movie and you're like, or a movie and you're just like, you get to that scene and you're like, what did I just see? Like, what did I just watch? That's kind of how I am for this book. I'm like, what did I just read? Like, this girl, this math tutor is such a freaking, like, I hate her. Like, I hate her character. Like, she's just, why would she kidnap someone? Like, especially the girl she's tutoring. Like, that's just like so messed up on so many levels. Well anyways, the math tutor and like her husband, not husband, I guess boyfriend at the time, which is now Ellie's mom's boyfriend. So like there's like a whole connection, like, you know, they all kind of know each other, and the math tutor wants to have like a baby, but she doesn't want to actually have the baby, if that makes any sense. So she like injects something, I don't know what it was, but like she injects something into Ellie, the girl she kidnapped, and makes her have her baby. Like, it's just so creepy. Like, how can anyone do this? And I know this happens like in real life. Like, these things are not like looked by. Like, this is something that actually happens. Like, people get kidnapped. Like, people are just crazy weirdos in this world. Like, I know this is like something that can actually happen. That's why it's like freaking me out, because it's just making me so uncomfortable. But like, I really want to know like what is happening, because in the book, like towards the beginning, you find out that Ellie is dead, but I'm not at the part where I find out how she died. But yeah, this is like crazy. Like, I need to finish this book. So I'm gonna continue reading. I don't know for how long, probably like an hour. I usually read an hour a day if I can. But yeah, I'm like almost done with this book. Like, I literally have this much left. So yeah, so far this is a 5 out of 5. Just really, really crazy of a story. Okay guys, so it's been like a really long time since I've actually like finished this book, which I just finished it today actually. And I'll tell you my thoughts, but you know, it's just been a long time since I've been reading because I just got the vaccine. I know I'm so late to this, but I had to for my job because I just got a new job and I felt like crap. Yeah, don't just love it, but I had to for my job. So now I'm gonna read, this is like the second book I've read this month. I know, I feel really bad about it. Like, it's already the 17th and I really haven't read that many books, so I don't even know if there's gonna be a monthly wrap up, but if there is, then I'll make it, obviously, but I don't know if there'll be one. I might just combine it with next month. But anyways, I finished this book and oh my god, I literally, the ending, oh my god, like, So Ellie's mom, Laurel, finally knows what happens to her daughter. She finally knows that Ellie was in a basement, had a baby, blah blah blah. I don't want to give too much away, but I think I just did, but sorry. And like, it's just crazy. Like, then you see that in the epilogue, you see the little letter that Ellie wrote when she was like locked up in the basement. Let me find it. Right here. This is the letter that Ellie wrote when she was in the basement, and I guess it was like in a book or something, and like some person found it in a book and brought it to the police, and then the person was like, was this the girl that was locked in the basement that had that baby? And the policeman was like, yes, and they're like really sad and everything. Like, oh my god, this poor girl. Like, this, literally the ending made me like so heartbroken, and like I felt so bad for her, because like who would ever just kidnap a kid and like lock them in their basement and like, you know, make them have a child, you know? And she was 13, I believe she was 13, or was she 14? I have to see, it says in her letter. Oh, she's 17, I was way off, it's okay. She's 17, like who would do such a thing? Like, it's just like disgusting, and like this woman is crazy. But this book is so good because I like books where like crazy things happen to characters and you have to try to figure out what happened to them, or you don't know what happened to them until you keep reading. It's just fun, and this was like a really crazy book, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. It just felt like I was watching a movie but in text, if that makes any sense. That's when you know you've read a good book. But anyways, those were all the books I read for this reading challenge. Did I read Beach Read in this? Okay, it's been so long I honestly forgot what I've read. I know I read We Were Liars. Oh yeah, and then I read They Both Die at the End. I read They Both Die at the End, and then She Was Gone. So those were all the books I read for this challenge of reading popular TikTok books. My next book vlog is gonna be like a really popular viral like Booktok book. It's actually a book that my boyfriend got me, so stay tuned for that. But if you like these types of videos, comment what you think, your thoughts, give it a like and subscribe. And yeah, also in part 1 I read Beach Read, and what else did I read? I read something else. What did I read? I read Beach Read, and I don't know what the other book I read. Okay, I'm like forgetting which books I've read. What did I read? I forgot which books I read. Let me look on my channel, because I have it like uploaded. Girl, I am flaking right now. Why can I not remember which books I read? Like, this is like... Okay, I really haven't been good for like a couple days because of the vaccine, so let me just check. Oh brother, oh boy. Okay, so... Okay, I read They Both Die and Beach Read in part 1. Actually, I did not read They Both Die in this video. I was gonna read 3 books in this video. I think that's why I was getting confused. But I wanted to put the one book in a separate book vlog. But I read Then She Was Gone in this video, and We Were Liars in this video. So anyway, sorry for the confusion, but I hope you guys like this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you on Monday. Bye.